Hello everyone, welcome back. I pulled out this Palmetto AR-15 today, and this is different than the other ones you've been seeing. I've got many Palmetto AR-15s, but this one has a very light optic on it, right? That's the Holosun 503CU. Normally you guys will see me using these big window optics because they're better for moving and shooting, also better for training new shooters. But this one I keep light, and it is light. I threw it on my scale over here. It came in at 6 pounds 11 ounces with the optic. Okay, so 6 pounds 11 ounces with the optic, no magazine, and it is a beautifully light gun. Okay, so I said, hey, let's. Why is this gun so light? Now, this one over here is a Radical. I've done videos on this Radical. And now this one, yeah, it's got a bigger optic on it, but there's more to it than just that. Okay, even though this has a skeletonized rail, this is a much heavier rail. So aside from the fact that you've got Picatinny going all the way across the top, if you look over here, the corners of this are also built up. Okay, so this is a stronger rail. Okay, so in some circumstances, maybe that's better. Like if you're hitting somebody over the head with the rail. Okay, so now this is also shorter. This measures 12 inches. That rail, the Palmetto rails, measure 14 inches. So they've shortened this up a little bit to make this lighter, but still, this is way lighter. Again, I know that this is a lighter optic, but you're going to feel the weight over here more than you're going to feel any weight back over here. So I took this out to 200 yards today. I haven't shot this in a while. The last time I shot that gun, I was hitting 1-inch groups at 100 yards. Okay, so today I took it out to 200 yards. I'm getting 4 to 5 inches with a red dot. Okay, so now the red dot basically covers up the whole bullseye over here. So the way I do this, I try to anchor here. I was trying to anchor to the top of the bullseye, and they were coming in over here. So at 200 yards with a 6X magnifier, I was using the Sportex 6X, I'm getting 4 to 5 inches. I used 2 different ammunition. I used the Wolf WM-193 and also used the Wolf Gold. So I'm not using match grade ammo. I'm using cheap practice ammo, and still 200 yards. I'm getting 4 and 5 inch groups, 5-shot groups. Okay, so 2 groups of 5. Okay, total 10 rounds. Yeah, I was just taken by how light this gun is. Okay, now this one over here came with the nickel boron bolt. This is, I think I paid something like $500 for this. AR-15 price is like the only thing that's not gone, where the price has not gone up. Okay, so paying like $500 right now is a good price for an AR-15, which is what a good price was 4, 5, 6 years ago. Okay, in fact, as you go further back, if you go further back in time, the price of AR-15s was more expensive. Okay, I remember when I paid something like $700 for my M&P 15 Sport 1. Okay, I paid, I remember, and going even further back than that, a few years earlier than that, I remember like looking at, like the price was like standard $1,000 at one point for AR-15s. I remember seeing the DPMS one for like $700. I'm like, wow, this is a great price. I mean, I'm going way back now, probably going back like 15 years. And at that point, I didn't have any AR-15s. So yeah, I mean the price of ARs has done really well. Manufacturers, like especially like Palmetto. And here's the thing: even if you are not a fan of Palmetto for whatever reason, they put pressure on the rest of the industry to keep their prices down. Okay, so even if you don't have Palmettos, or if you don't like them or whatever, they keep the prices down across the rest of the industry because everybody else is looking at them. Okay, I think they're at a point right now where they sell enough guns and they're widely known enough that everybody's looking at them, as trying to basically keep up with them. I bought a Palmetto AR-10. I've done a number of videos on that, and I've also been looking at the videos of some other AR-10s out there, and like they're either really expensive or some like the Ruger S4 really interests me because that's a lightweight AR-10. But there's enough people out there that have said they have problems with the gas system, and I haven't had any with the Palmetto AR-10 gas system. So I mean, overall, it's like, you know, I have a lot of confidence buying any Palmettos. Okay, so anyway, like I said, I got many of these Palmettos. This one, it just kind of made an impression on me today how light this felt to me. And because, again, I'm used to, like, here, I got another Palmetto here, but it's got this gigantic 5 to 25 by 56 scope on it. So I'm used to these Palmettos now feeling so heavy to me because this is what I've been working with, you know, over the last few months. These you know, guns with variable scopes on them, stuff like that, or Palmettos where I always keep the magnifier attached. So I picked up this one that didn't have anything on it except the red dot. I'm like, wow, this thing is super light. So especially, like, you know, strapping this on and, you know, walking through the woods to shoot the 200 yards. You know, I mean, it's like, wow, this thing is really this is a great, like, go-to gun, because if you gotta, like, move, you know, especially like move through the woods or something like that, you know, yeah, I definitely would rather be, you know, moving with something like this versus something like this. And even this gun, you know, there's a noticeable difference when you pick it up. You know, if you're going to be traveling longer distances, I would definitely rather be traveling with this lighter gun. So, I mean, that's the reason why you got to have lots of guns, right? Different guns for different purposes. So, yeah, I just want to share that with you guys. So, like I said, I've hit 1-inch scoops with this particular upper before. Today, I was getting 4-inch scoops to 5-inch scoops, just with a red dot, holding at the top of the bullseye here. Anybody that asks me usually for a recommendation for a first, you know, buying their first AR, I usually tell them go to Palmetto, because, you know, cheap, reliable, accurate. You know, I mean, why not? So thanks for watching. Drop some comments. Talk to you all soon. And check your subscription. YouTube's been unsubscribing people.